guys, welcome back to my program. I'm still traveling this land of creativity. It's huge, it's as big as a planet. What do you expect? Here, where more than 7 billion people live, you need a planet. So I guess I will be traveling my entire life. And you're welcome to join me. As long as this program is useful to you, I'll keep it going. In the first part of the journey, I talked about creativity and how curiosity forms a major part of creativity. And I broke it down to 5 different parts. The experts did, and I'm just relaying it to you. And after that, I went a little bit upstream to look at what happens before curiosity sets in, what triggers curiosity. And it is the act of noticing. We all notice things. It sparks visibly, we see something, or we see something inside our heads. Some information will trigger something, and we notice. Today, I'm going to talk about questioning. Questioning is something that happens after you notice something odd. And questioning is a very important part that sparks curiosity. It keeps the curiosity going. And as you question, it's the curiosity gets deeper, and that's when the creativity goes to a different level. All of us have this curiosity, all of us have this questioning, all of us have this noticing. But the questioning bit is one of the most important because the kind of questions you ask will decide where your curiosity will go, how deep it will go, and where you will end up. And then a lot of inventors and innovators, no matter what profession you are in, whether you're a chef, you're an artist, you're a designer, you are an accountant, you are in the police, wherever you are, whatever your vocation, even a child or a person who's looking after the house, a person who's taking care of somebody, they all have this creativity in them, and it will decide what you will do with your life, how you will solve your life's problems. The thing about questioning is, the better the question, you may not get the right answers. But when you frame the question, it starts to trigger thoughts in your head. And as you question, you go deeper and deeper and deeper to what triggers the noticing and triggers the curiosity that you have. And one of the most important question is the question why. They even have thought up a technique called the 5 why technique. The first why that you ask will open up some understanding of a problem or whatever you have noticed. The second why will take that answer and go a little bit deeper. And every why that you ask, you go deeper and deeper and deeper until you are at the very heart of the problem. Once you reach the heart of the problem, that is when you change your mode and go into, okay, that is the problem. What if I do this? It becomes what if. The why is where the problem is sorted out. What if is where the solutions begin. And that's when you go into how and whatever and whatever. So you see, the question is very much important. And a lot of experts say that the answer is not as important as the question. Because as you frame the question, there is a process of thought that goes very deep into it. And the questions asked are very, very important because the questions themselves give you the answer. And why do experts think that the answers are not important? Because they say sometimes answers are lies, sometimes answers are incomplete, sometimes answers are inconclusive. So you see, it's not so much as the answer, because with every answer you have to go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper to question. And that's what a lot of innovators and inventors do. They go very deep into the problem. because when they get to the source, like a doctor doing a diagnosis, you get deeper into it, you know where the person is triggering an illness or where an issue has started its the very heart of the problem. I want to tell you a story about Richard Feynman, an American. He was an unusual being, a unique, extraordinary person. He was a juggler, he was a musician, he was an artist, because all these were things that he was very interested in and curious about. But the one field that he was most intrigued with and most passionate about was physics, because he was a mathematician, a gifted mathematician, and he never took the conventional way of solving things. Things intrigue him, and he always used his mind to find out why. And it so happened that he was at a university where he was teaching, and at the cafeteria where he was having his lunch, he saw a kid throw a plate in the air. And as the plate was spinning, he was intrigued because he noticed that the center part of the plate was spinning faster than the entire plate, which was wobbling. And he wondered why. And being that mathematician, he tried to make sense of it. And he took it down and worked out the equations and found the answer there and then. He figured it out. And he saw a friend of his, another lecturer, and he said, "Oh, you know what happens when a plate spins?" And the friend said, "Oh, you made a discovery, but what are you working on? Is it something huge?" And he said, "No, I'm just fooling around. I'm just playing with it. I'm just curious." But he dabbled with it, he doodled with it, he did everything with it because his curiosity went deeper and deeper and deeper, where creativity takes on a totally different level. And where that, whatever he noticed, where it landed him? In 1965, he was awarded a Nobel Prize for physics. As simple as that. It all depends on the person, the kind of person you are. You may notice something that's very mundane, but the kind of person you are will take that to another level. And that's it for today. Except that I want you all to take a nice look at this artwork here. Take a good look, because next week or the next segment, everything changes. I'm going to another level of this creative journey that I'm making, and you're welcome to join me again. Goodbye.